You're this perp back with another video, and I just got done watching the Mortuary collection. This is a movie just released on Shudder, and man, Shudder has been killing it with the horror movies this year. First it was Host, then Scare Me, now this. I will not be spoiling anything in this review. Definitely go check this out for yourself and let me know how you feel. But before I get into this video, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're new, because I drop tons of content, and you don't want to miss out on what I got coming in the future. With all that being said, also, before I forget, follow me on Twitter at perpbiner420. So now we have the Mortuary collection. This is starring Clancy Brown as Montgomery Black. He's kind of like this caretaker of this morgue. And we have Custer as Sam. No last name, just Sam. But Montgomery Black is pretty much, like I said, the caretaker. And I love the tone when this starts off. You have this little boy riding this bike. He's like a paper boy. And I'm liking the vibe. I'm kind of, if y'all have ever seen Trick or Treat, it kind of reminded me of that, like the beginning of that a little bit, even though it's obviously different. But this definitely felt like a town where Stephen King will shoot his movies at or whatnot. But anyways, this is an anthology movie where you got 4 different stories and some of them interconnect. I would say they all kind of connect in a way. When you see the first story, it goes by so quick. But then the second story is terrifying. It's like it takes place in this frat house. The third story I think is the most interesting, but what happens at the very end of this is really what sold it for me, and I was just having a blast. This reminds me of some Sam Raimi, like something Sam Raimi would do. This guy definitely was influenced by Sam Raimi because there's a lot of practical effects. There's some special effects. They kind of, sometimes they look wonky. Sometimes, it is what it is with the budget. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. It's very, I have to put this disclaimer out. If you are eating any type of food, do not eat any type of food while watching this. Because there's definitely some times I almost felt like throwing up. There was just so much graphic imagery, but I really like this type of storytelling that they were going for with this, because at first it feels somewhat predictable, and then they just kind of flip the story, and there's definitely a possibility for a sequel, and I would definitely watch it. But I'm cool with a one and done. Sam's character is definitely a wild card and interesting, because she arrives at this morgue and she's looking for a job. It's kind of really weird how she just stumbles upon this place and would want to work here. It just definitely didn't add up, and you could definitely tell that Montgomery kind of sensed something off with her energy as well, but he was just playing along. They were really getting along, because Sam comes off as a character that doesn't scare easy. She just likes to hear ghost stories and creepy, scary stories, which that's how they kind of tell all these individual stories. But the last one I thought was really well done, man. It was really well shot. Like I said, sometimes the special effects kind of, you could tell it was green screen, but it's budget, it's whatever. I just really enjoyed watching this all the way through, man. It's just, I really like the anthology type of storytelling, because you can go in so many different directions. This, if I had to compare this to a movie, this is like a white version of Tales from the Hood, because as Montgomery is telling all these different stories, they all have morals and reasonings why certain characters die and stuff, because of their personalities or who they are. But man, y'all need to go get Shudder. It's like $5 a month. You get a 7-day free trial. I'm not even sponsored by them, but if you're a horror fan, man, you definitely need to go check this out and check out my other horror reviews in the future. But until next time, I'm out. Peace.